Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, the passing game will be a focus. The Jags are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Raiders team that will need to avoid those turnovers. With that, let's send you upstate to Everbank Field in Jacksonville. We're standing by our two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Carr throwing on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A good pickup there, a 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical pass. Fresh set of downs here. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Again, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So a fantastic effort by Murray, a kid born in Orlando, went to high school in New York, but came back to Orlando to go to Central Florida. You're from Orlando, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I am, and actually grew up in New York State as well, so I knew I liked this young man. And the stock and trade for him, speed. Give him some open space, and he can blaze a trail.
It'll go as a gain of 10 there, and that'll be good for an Oakland first down.
If you draft a guy in the 6th round and he gives you a 1,000-yard season at some point, would you say he's good value?
That's good return on investment. He was the first Raiders guy to rush for 1,000 yards in 2015 since McFadden back in 2010.
Latavius Murray, remember the name.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the quarterback is actually split out wide there in the Wildcat. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
Now they'll throw with Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a good game.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And now a first down following that long gain. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon, and he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, it's the man replacing Brian Anger. This is the former Panther, Brad Nortman, to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point kicker. Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
On first down, Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Murray the lone setback. They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Reuben Randall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll give it up to Ivory. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. To throw on 2nd down. And the Raiders have got him. The Raiders' new signee from Seattle, Bruce Irvin, coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Bortles Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to launch this thing. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing now is Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. A run. It's Murray. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Janikowski bangs it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This fielded at the 2. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Bortles now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Black 58, right, 58, rail. Black 58, rail. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
T.J. Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles. I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's caught right side. It's Hearns. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. The play clock's running down. Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of the difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julius Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Carr going to throw. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Every quarterback likes having a reliable target at tight end, and I think young quarterbacks especially, because they want to get the ball in their hands quickly. I think these two, Derek Carr and Clive Walford, that's a pretty good connection for years to come for Oakland.
Yeah, he started to come on strong end of his rookie year. Now the Raiders really hoping for that second-year jump out of Walford. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding time. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. One receiver left, two to the right. On 2nd down, here's Carr. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now some confusion offensively here as Carr's going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Now Carr, he's got time. And that's complete to Walford. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hearns brings it in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Black 58, rail. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ready.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He got 29 yards that time. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right?
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. They give him a gain of 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Carr looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Jags' new signee from Denver, Malik Jackson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Carr throwing on second down. It's caught, Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll be third down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is on to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Yeah, they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They go with Murray again. And some space here. Shreds the tackle. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Third down now following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Defense showing blitz. They'll run here. It's Murray. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely to start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And taken right at the 35. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
On second down, Ivory. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Telvin Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A big play there for the Raiders. 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
All right, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Here's Wolford over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Raiders a first down.
All right, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Reuben Randall with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. This fielded at the 2. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Bortles to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Again, it's Bortles. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They come out here in the I. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Now Bortles again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the right hash. This from 48. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Murray, the lone setback. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Carr now on 1st down. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, surveying the field. He's going to wind and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. And now they're in the hurry-up.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bortles now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but For the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Bortles to throw on second down. Caught out left side by Robinson. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one.
And his pass is intercepted for the... There he goes, left side. Picked off by Sean Smith. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the... And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On second down, here's Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 30. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
We've got a 3rd and 11, and some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that pass was broken up by Jalen Ramsey, and to me it's just an example of why I had him ranked as my #1 player entering the 2016 draft. He's got everything you're looking for. He can play cornerback, he can play safety, he can move inside and cover in the slot, whether it's a nickel guy or a big tight end, because he has the length and the size. Nearly 210 pounds coming out of college, who can flat out run. This guy is almost like an Olympic decathlon champion who can do everything in the secondary, and that's how they should use him in the NFL.
We ready? Wide and yay.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Yelled and fighting. He lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Time running out here on the play clock. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Left. Here we go. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On first down, Murray. Room here to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out here in the I. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Again, it's Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Give it
to him right up the gut. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And it'll give the Jags a first down.
Now that run is one to build on. And I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing. But truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Henning. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Henning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. And a cutback right sideline. And he's brought down after a good gain. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Let's go. 190.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to the second-rounder, Miles Jack.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
We ready?
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And after